Welcome back to Baseline Breakdown. We're back again, another podcast episode. It's Monday, February 23rd. My name's Adriel Garcia. This is my co-host.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. This is like, what episode is this? It's gotta be like,
We have to keep better track, honestly. I think it might be like it's gotta be like 20 something, right?
yeah, like
Because
25, 27.
we're like a few that we're like half a year into the when did we start
Yeah,
this? October, so that's 4 months. Nah, a third of a year. So about 4 months since we started the podcast. About exactly. So been pretty
it's
good.
kind of
Appreciate
wild.
it.
Kind of
We're
wild,
about
honestly.
yeah, we're about 14 subscribers now. So appreciate everybody who's been
Yeah, I saw 14. I was like, damn, that's kind of fire.
Appreciate everybody who's been following and subscribing in the past recent time. The past few podcasts have also been having some nice, unique viewers and stuff like that. So I appreciate everybody. If you're new, giving us a chance, make sure you stick around because we talk about ball nonstop. We're gonna be talking
Yes.
about a bunch of stuff today, man. We're gonna be getting into Adam Silver's whatever crazy thoughts he has going on in the bald head. We're gonna be talking about basketball, just everything that was going on in the league the past week. It was like the first full week, not first full week, but like games were back on Thursday, so
hmm
we've had about like 4 days of
That was a
games.
brutal. I was so bored beforehand. It
Yeah,
was so boring. I
it
had
was
nothing to
very
watch.
bad, very
Yeah.
boring. I watched a little bit of college ball, which was nice for a little bit, but it was hard to find some streams. I totally pay. I definitely
Yeah.
pay. But
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was definitely it was just hard to find for some college basketball stuff. But I'm excited to talk about the NBA. It was an eventful 4 days. I can't believe it's only been 4 days of games, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's Monday
hmm
right now. But how do you enjoy the weekend of basketball, man? It's been some fun games over the past. I know we can just talk about it right now. The Suns game winner was freaking hype on Saturday.
Suns game winner, Jalen Green. He shot 6 of 26, and then of course just hits the game winner at the end. That shit almost went. It almost went into triple overtime. If he didn't hit that, that would have been triple overtime
And I,
right there
and I saw
because.
Rockets Twitter was saying that's the most Jalen Green game ever, apparently.
And I'm just like, damn, are we experiencing the full Jalen Green experience right now? Like, is this what is it was like in Houston?
That's pretty much what they were announcing it as. It's kind of what I've watched a lot of Jalen Green footage before. Like I watched a lot of Rockets games. I kind of knew the player he was, so
I
that's
I
always
understand
why I
what
was a
you
little reluctant.
I understand what you mean now when you said like his shot selection is the best. Because I'll be watching, I'm just like, you probably shouldn't be trying to do a contested layup over Donovan Clingan, but like I
See,
guess
see that's
and
some
like.
that's a shot selection, and like he sometimes makes some bad lazy passes too.
I
I
haven't
think
seen that really. I haven't seen
really.
like any like I haven't seen like any like turnovers. It's honestly my biggest thing is just like his shot selection.
I would say they're not turnovers. I'd say just they're lazy passes where it's like he could have made a better read is where I'm
And it
saying. Where
doesn't
like
lead to like a bucket or anything.
yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly. Yeah, most of the time I just see him like swing it instead, which it's not bad. It's not he has had some bad offensive games recently, but I'm not gonna hate on the guy too much. It's like his fifth game of the like fifth game of the
Yeah, it's
year.
fit like fifth full game.
Yeah,
And he played it back to back, so like
I
I
can't
can't I can't be mad, yeah.
like this team gave me a good first half of the season, but I'm not gonna be too mad if they end up fizzling out because I didn't expect them to do much anyway. But
Yeah.
fun team either way. I'm a Suns fan regardless. It's been fun to watch. The game yesterday was so bad. We got blown out by the Blazers.
Hey, but come on, Malawach got some minutes
Dude,
and
Donovan, I want to talk about the Blazers. Look, Donovan Clingan is tough,
that
bro.
dude's a dog. He
I need to
definitely
watch more
deserves to be
tape
on
on him.
all defensive team this year,
Dude,
1000%.
I know his defense was good, but last night showed me how good his offense can be too. And I didn't know he was that good of a three-point shooter. Like I know he could hit it,
He
but
made like 3 of 6 or something like
yeah,
that
I
from
think three
three,
or six.
so
Yeah, I think he was 50%. I'm like 6 attempts for a big man like this, who's this defensively good. That's really, really nice to see.
really
So
good, man.
he's
Really
gonna
good.
he'll probably end up making a couple like and all defensive teams for the remainder of his career. Maybe
They
make.
actually have like a really good like defensive like center rotation. You have Donovan Clingan and you have Robert Williams, who
Yup.
still show
If
flashes of him being a really good defender.
I wish he'd stay healthy, man. Oh my gosh. When he's
Yeah,
healthy, he was
I
a
honestly haven't
dog.
kept up with him this year, so I don't even know how many games he's played. But like in the games, in like the Portland games that I have seen him play in, it just reminds me of his time in Boston, where he was
Time
just
Lord.
that defensive demon. Yeah.
Time Lord, bro, the actual GOAT. Now, yeah, I think the Blazers have been a fun watch. They're only like 2 games back of the Warriors at 8 seed. I
hmm
was like, okay, they might make a little run. They have been very good since like I think it was January. They've been like way above 500, which is really good to see that they're ramping it up beginning of the year because they did have some injuries with like Drew Holiday at the beginning of the year was out and like
hmm
just some other guys and Scoot Henderson's back and playing. He hasn't
He
been
he
good.
he the he was playing when he was playing yesterday. I'm just like, okay, like he was showing some good flashes. He was like
Yeah,
shooting
he
with
hasn't been like
confidence and like
he can be a role player in this league. I just mean like he hasn't been like Like
I mean, a guy tore his hamstring, and like he's
he
coming back
was.
from that. So
I mean more like I feel bad that like he just came back and like this is what all we're getting of Scoot Henderson.
for
Like
a
I
dude
thought
who was the
coming
second
in
overall, he was second overall pick, right?
third
Third. Okay.
because they picked Brandon Miller first, and then I was like, why would you pick Brandon Miller? Because I remember Brandon
hmm
Miller had a hella off the court issues too. So
You've had
but
some bad takes, man.
hey, bro, didn't you weren't you Jalen Green's gonna come back, man? Oh my God, he's gonna save
Hey
this
man,
Suns team,
hey
man.
man, the injuries are killing us. We can't get nothing going.
6 for 26, bro. You saw his
I know.
last night. You saw him against Booker. Jalen Green has not been good offensively. I don't even want to hear you
No,
say that.
yeah. Besides like his like very first game with us this year, that was like the like his most like efficient game, I think.
Yes, that was his most efficient game. But who else have you been watching?
I've been watching Detroit, been watching Houston. Houston, they had a game against the Knicks, what was I think 2 days ago
Yeah, they
where
blew that. They blew that lead.
and my biggest thing is just like for a team that lacks guard play, you would think they would have Reed Shepherd closing games
Hmm.
sometimes. And it's just like and it's just one of those moments, one of those things where it's just like I really wish they made some kind of move at the deadline versus just standing pat and just being like, we're okay with our team. But just yeah, I feel like having Reece Shepherd in those like especially in those moments where the game is in the clutch and like you blew a lead and now this team is like can potentially win the game, like you should have that offensive engine versus just having a Man Thompson who's already playing out of his natural position and like you have him trying to create offense, but just nothing's been going well for them, especially in the clutch. So that's just what I've really been noticing about Houston. Their offense in the clutch is really bad.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of KD get to his spot, like just trying to get KD to his spots, but it's like they're not passing it
There's
to
like
him.
no real ball movement going on. It's
Yeah.
just you know what I'm saying? So Um, and I mean that this is where you just miss Fred Van Lee, you know, having him in this situation, definitely he would have been done a better job with just setting up everybody and making the right play or the right pass. So, you know, again, I'm not too crazy high on Houston, but hopefully they can like turn around a little bit and just show better signs in the clutch, you know.
Hmm. No,
So
yeah. I don't know if like they're gonna continue to like just not give Reed Shepherd a chance in these like big moments because they've played him in some big games this year, but not they're obviously not trusting him a lot. I don't know if that's Ime or if that's just the team not trusting him.
that's definitely Ime, which is just ridiculous, man. Like just that's just another offensive weapon you can have out there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
So,
I've seen a lot of Rockets Twitter criticizing Ime recently, which yeah, it's always just how the Twitter is going to be either way, so you
but I feel
can't
like
like
it's fair
read too much into it.
criticism.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
But
definitely fair criticism, yeah.
I was just gonna say like you like no matter what, the coaches are gonna get criticized by their Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has been getting killed on Twitter recently. It's like all the Houston like fan pages I've been seeing on the page, they all kind of say the same thing, and it also just revolves it back around to why are we not playing Reed Shepherd in the clutch, you
Hmm.
know? So
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Hopefully they can figure something out. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you? What teams have you been checking out?
I've been watching a lot. I was locked into the Denver Nuggets recently. I've been watching a lot of them, and they've just been super disappointing. It's been
Four,
bad to,
six in their last 10.
yeah, it's been super bad to see, and they just lost to the Warriors. No Jimmy Butler, no Steph, no Draymond, no Kristaps. Who's it's just been rough.
They
It's been
lost to
rough. Like
Moses Moody, Al Horford, and Brandon Podjeski.
yeah, Al Horford was literally like just attacking Jokic and like going at him. And Jokic had a crazy stat line, but it was a horrible game. It was just like how the team was not contending. And it was just a super bad look for them in general because they're having their worst stretch of the season right after the All-Star break, which is when you need to have your best. This is the most important stretch of the season. Like
Yes.
if you're a playoff team at least. A playoff team, this is when you need to lock in. You like February to March. That's where you need to win the most games. You need to make sure you are playing your best basketball. Because if you're
hmm
playing your worst basketball going into the playoffs, what does that say about like how are you going to be feeling going
And if
into the
you're dropping a
playoffs?
game like this against the Warriors, who was literally missing like a bajillion points between Steph and Jimmy, and like you have Jokic, you have Murray. I know they're also dealing with injuries as well, but like they have like just with those two players alone, that's enough firepower to just take down a team that's without their two best players. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
they're 14 and 15 in clutch games. That's like just you can't be negative in clutch games, especially if you want to be a championship contender. So
yeah.
super bad play as of them recently. Their defense is super bad as well. They've been like I think they're like 24th in the league right now still. it's been all around just not good performance. I know they have injuries, but like you
That happens
can't
to any
equate
team. You got
all
to
of
work
it to
around it.
injuries because they were playing better with their injuries. Like
Yeah.
somehow in January when
It's
they were
so weird.
injured,
They were playing better without Jokic. Like
they had
Jamal
bet
Murray was just
their
carrying them by
stretch was
himself.
better. Yeah, they were like 10-4 in the 14 games without Jokic or something like that. Uh, it was something like really good, and then he comes back and they're just terrible again. So
Do
very
you still
very
have them as like the next like the biggest threat to OKC?
no, I wouldn't think so. I don't know who the biggest threat to
Me personally,
OKC
it's the
is.
Spurs. I think the Spurs now. I think just with just the size and the physicality, they can match up well against Thunder.
I
I
think that
had
makes the most sense.
I had Denver at first just because like when you have a guy like Jokic and like his scoring partner Jamal Murray and like the supporting cast they had, you would assume that they would, you know, be like head to head between them. But in this last stretch, it just hasn't really shown that. And I mean, I don't know how far Aaron Gordon and like Peyton Watson are out, but like who knows when they're going to be back and who knows if they're going to be effective. You know what I'm saying? Especially Aaron
Yeah.
Gordon, who's re-aggravated his hamstring. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Coming off
it's
injuries,
just
so.
it's kind of it's just kind of a rough watch for them. Hopefully they can pick it up, and hopefully, I mean, Jokic, we already know he's not the best like defensive anchor, but
Hmm.
hopefully they can figure out some kind of scheme where it's just not being exploited as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's their scheme. I think it's just not having Aaron Gordon is so big for them, and then their entire they don't have like Michael Porter Jr. wasn't a bad defender. He was a really good defender.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he was able to hold his own. So like that's just another guy that they lost. Cam Johnson can hold his own as well, but I just think it's a lot different.
Too much of a task if you don't have that true big man next to Jokic and Aaron Gordon,
Yep.
who probably has been their defensive anchor, like in their success in the past recent years. You know what I mean? So you lose that, and I mean you don't have Peyton Watson either, who's a really good defender as well. So that kind of hinders you. But
Yeah, I think
yeah,
The West is just I think it's OKC. I think the league I think it's easily OKC's championship right now.
really,
Personally. I think personally. I know they've had some bad games as of recent and like obviously they started the season so good and as of recent it's been like they're like
you don't think they're like a little beatable with like the games that they've like especially lost this year?
I think they're beatable for sure, but I don't think any of the teams that can beat them, I don't think they will.
Do you think they'll have a similar? Because I'm thinking last year in the playoffs, I know they played Memphis in the first round, they swept them. Second round, okay, they went to who they play in the second round? Oh, it was Denver,
Seven with Denver, yes.
and then they beat Minnesota in five. Do you think that's gonna be like the same outcome? Like first round, it's just automatic sweep.
First round, they're gonna play the Warriors, if or the Blazers or the Suns or
Yeah,
the yes, this would probably be a sweep if I'm being honest, or if not, a gentleman's sweep. And then
yeah,
second round, they'd play the 4-5 matchup, which will probably be the Rockets, the Lakers, the Nuggets, somewhere of that
yeah,
caliber. Maybe the Wolves. So I don't know. I do think teams can beat them. I just don't think it happens this year. I think it's
yeah.
possible. I'm just predicting it won't happen, just
We're
because
gonna see a first repeat since 2018.
I think so. I think it's really they're laid out the floor. Shea, you're telling me Shea gets like weeks of rest, like before their important stretch of the season. Like he gets to
Hmm.
chill, and then you give J-Dub an extra like few weeks as well to just rest up, and their team's able to still win games right now. I know they have lost games with while they're fully healthy, and they have some bad losses as well. And there's definitely some
Hmm.
issues with them, but I think they're still the best team in the league. I'm sorry, Detroit. I don't see I honestly, I could see Detroit being a first round exit over being a not a first round exit, a second round exit, sorry.
Yeah,
A second round exit over I see them winning a championship ever.
I agree.
And I'm saying like second round exit in like 5 or 6. Like, I could see Cleveland beating
Which
them
is an
pretty
improvement
comfortably.
from last year. I mean, last year they lost in the first round.
For
So
sure, but for the season they're having now, I think they're thinking like conference finals at the very least. Well, themselves, they're probably thinking championship. They probably the
yeah, for
players
sure,
probably.
and that's the right mindset to have. I mean, you have the
Yeah,
best record in the league and the number one seed in your conference, so of course you're gonna have that mindset. But I do agree when you say that like they're closer to being a second round exit versus winning a championship this year.
I think it's even making the finals. I think
Conference
it's just
finals, yeah.
yes. I think it'll just be super hard season for Detroit.
They gotta really like those role players really gotta
They just
play
really
their
don't
role
have
well, and then you also gotta like take into account like is like with the amount of like creation that Cade has had to do this year, like is that going to take a toll on his body? And is he still going to be putting up these like efficient performances, still be able to play make at the same level that he is right now? because they're gonna throw multiple bodies at him,
Hmm.
and they're not gonna focus on Asar Thompson, or they're not gonna focus on a Javonte Green in the corner. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be on him. So
Yeah.
will he be able to deal with that pressure? We'll see. We'll see, man.
Yeah, I would hope so. He's still pretty young, so I would hope so. His body's able to, he's a pretty big guy and like
Yeah,
so I would hope so. He's the young guy would able to stay healthy. But yeah, I think the Pistons will do pretty good. They'll probably win a couple playoff games, but I don't think it'll be anything more than that for them.
yeah.
I don't know who comes out the East, honestly. The East is just very, very open, but I don't think it's the Pistons if I'm being honest. I trust other teams. The Knicks probably would probably be my pick.
Right now, my team, I'm pretty high on the Cavs, man. I'm pretty high on the
I
Cavs.
I do like the Cavs. Yeah, the loss yesterday was pretty bad though.
How was that game? Yeah, I didn't. I saw when I was watching the highlight. I saw they were getting smoked in the first quarter. They were
Yeah, they
down by.
were. And they came back and like it ended up being a like it was like tied in the third and the fourth as well. But
Uh-huh.
it just there was just moments where you could very much tell that when like the, it's new, so obviously it's still like like 6 7 games or whatever. I think that was their sixth game, their sixth
Uh-huh.
game that they had played together. So wasn't that crazy of like they're still pretty new to playing each other, but there
Right.
was definitely times where I saw that their offense wasn't getting to their sets fast enough in the
Hmm.
clutch, and that kind of hindered them, which is a little weird with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. But
Yeah.
that's also just because OKC's defense is so like like get in
It's
the
just
passing lane, they stop you
it's
so
just
much. So it
yeah.
was
It
very,
like
but they just didn't have their two best players, so it's still very interesting that OKC was able to compete like that.
wait. Oh, Chet didn't play either.
No, Jada didn't play either. I was
Oh,
saying.
Dado. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna just J-Dub or Shea. Neither of them played. It was just Chet was like
Hmm.
the only one playing, and he didn't even have that crazy of a game either. It was just Case and Wallace. Like we had 20
Hasten
points.
Walls has been a dog this year, man. The offensive leap he's taking a little bit. I'm really glad to see, but I do see what you mean. Um, when you brought up how like the like team they took a while to like get into like their offensive sets. That's like my biggest like problem I hate when I watch teams is like when they just like they wait until like 5 seconds left on the shot clock to like get into some player action. I'm like, what are you
Hmm.
doing? And like you have like that's been my biggest thing, especially been watching like the Suns recently, but like just watching teams in general. Um, that's like my biggest like pet peeve. So especially if you're doing against a team like OKC, whose defense is just as dominant and just as like like they're an insane defensive team. So you got to get into your
Yeah, the
actions
best in the
quicker.
league. And
Yeah,
like they've OKC also made moves. Like Jaron McCain's been a super good pickup. He's been providing. He's averaging like 14 points a game at
yeah.
OKC. So
Daryl
that's
Morey is
like
an idiot.
that's just extra. That's just
Everybody's an idiot.
That's extra ball handling and shot creation off the bench they got for a second round pick. So like super, super nice or something like that. I think it was a second
Hmm.
round pick. But super just OKC just looks super, super well rounded right now. And they've had bad games, but the regular season matters to an extent once you get to the playoffs.
Hmm.
After last season, I saw the Knicks. The Knicks were so bad against teams over 500. They could not be contenders last season. They couldn't do anything, and they were about to make the finals. Like the Knicks were right there. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. Everything that happens in the regular season, it
Can't
matters to an
overanalyze regular
extent.
season games. Yeah.
Yes, we saw his team go 24-1 at the beginning of season. That's still the same team. They still have the same core. They can still do that. They could go 16-0 in the playoffs. It's
Hmm.
still very possible. Just crazy. They're a very, very good team, but I just think they're easily the best right now in the league.
Yeah.
But
Would but you don't think that like the Spurs are like a threat to them?
I don't think they're a threat. I think they can beat them. I don't think they're a threat.
Okay.
Like I don't think like yeah, I don't think they're a threat. Personally. I think they
Okay.
could beat them in a 7 game series. It's very, very possible.
You
But
would think that series goes to seven? Like
I'd say OKC in six,
okay.
personally.
Okay.
Just I mean, like you're also putting a lot of trust into like Carter Bryant in that playoff series.
I mean, if he gets playing
Dylan
time, but I get what you mean.
Dylan
And this will
Harper.
also be Wemby's first playing experience, playoff experience. So like, can he live
And
up
if they're matching up with OKC, it's not going to be in the first or second round. That'll
in
be in
the
the
conference
conference
finals?
finals. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like that. That's why I personally don't think it'll be that. I just don't think they're a threat. I think they could beat them. Like, there's a world
Yeah.
where like if they match up and Spurs steal a game, the first game, or maybe they start 2-1. Oh, I'm like, okay, maybe Spurs got this. But me
Yeah.
personally, I don't think that. OKC is threatened by Spurs, and I don't think the Spurs beat them 9 out of 10 times. I think OKC
That's
wins
fair.
that one. That's just me personally, just because I've seen a lot of ways that teams play their offenses
Hmm.
and their def and it's just we always talking about it in the playoffs. Once it gets to the playoffs, it's a whole different beast. This OKC just they're just built for the playoffs, man. Defense and shooting is what they've got everywhere, and that's like literally what you need in the and rotation and switching, and everybody can switch on this team, and it's just annoying to watch. Very
And
annoying
they're
to watch.
so good at just forcing turnovers and leading to fast break points, which is like that just gets like their offensive flow just going even more.
So, yeah.
Like if you're playing against them, you have to try your hardest to not get a turnover because that's just how they get their game going. So,
So let me
okay.
ask you, how many teams do you think could beat OKC in a 7 game series? I think could beat them, the Spurs and maybe the Nuggets in if
That I was
they
gonna say the same thing. Like the Spurs are like my like team next to them, and then potentially the Nuggets, like potentially the Nuggets as well. Um,
I don't think any
no,
other
I'm
team in
not,
the
I'm not.
league.
I don't think Houston can beat them. Lakers definitely can't beat them. Any other team below that,
I don't think in
maybe
the league either. I don't think Detroit,
Minnesota. You think
Boston, I don't think so,
Minnesota has
bro.
it? You think
I love Rudy Gobert's
the
season.
games they've had this year have been really good?
They have been very good. They haven't. I, Minnesota's a maybe just because I really do love Anthony Edwards. He's very,
Hmm.
very he is a superstar potential, and they do have insane talent around him. Julius Randle's had a good season, even though he's had a bad couple weeks recently, is what I've seen
Yeah.
on the Wolves side of Instagram at least. Um, and then Rudy Gobert is like might win his fifth Defensive Player of the Year. Like
Hmm.
he's literally been insane this season. But I don't know if they beat OKC, man. And another,
Do you think if they matched up with them in the playoffs, it'd be the same result as last year where they get a gentleman sweep?
nah, yeah, maybe that or six. I don't know
Six.
if it goes seven, and then that's any you can throw that up in the air. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
series, but I think you go six comfortably with OKC. I think with any of these teams, like I probably got OKC over Lakers in five,
Laker. I'm putting
over
OKC in.
Houston in five. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm taking OKC in four in a playoff setting against the Lakers. Against the Lakers, absolutely, I'm playing it four. Houston will go
S-
get one game. They'll get
See,
one crazy Amen Thompson game.
see, let's play a guessing game right now.
Hmm.
Because I was gonna do this later, but I want to do it now because it kind of ties into one. I want to ask you, who do you think the 10 best clutch teams are in the league? And think about the Lakers in this sense.
Okay. Uh,
Just who do you think the 10 best are?
OKC.
OKC is at number six. Yeah, they have a 15-9 record
Um.
in clutch games. Remember, you know what clutch is, right? Like what classifies as a clutch game?
Yeah.
Like under 5 minutes, 5 point game. Yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit is at two, 23-9. They've had
Boston.
a lot of clutch games. Boston is not in the top 10.
Random of Philly.
Philadelphia is not in the top 10.
Okay.
Okay,
San Antonio.
yeah, there are four. They're 19-10 in clutch games.
Okay. Um.
There's some
Fuck.
other ones
Like
here, like not all these teams are insane. Like, so one of these teams is super bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like one of the worst teams in the league. But
Utah.
no,
Brooklyn.
no,
Sacramento.
nope. One of the worst
Uh.
teams in the league. They made
Washington.
really good trades. Yeah. So
Okay.
12-9 in clutch games, the eighth best. One of them is your team,
The Suns.
and ninth. Yeah, 15-12 in clutch games.
Okay. I'm gonna
Uh,
go
you're missing every team you're missing is in the East besides the number one team.
Cavs.
Nope.
Toronto.
Toronto's number three. 19-9 record.
Um. Charlotte.
Nope.
Um.
You're missing number seven, number
Bucks.
five, and number one. No. Number seven, they've
New
had.
York.
There you go.
Okay.
Number five, not that good of a season. We thought they would be a lot better than they would, but they're still on the
Orlando.
plan. There you go. And then
Okay.
number one is the only team in the West that you haven't mentioned. Who were we just talking about before? Who did I tell you to think about?
Oh, the Lakers.
Best clutch team in the league, 16-3 record, which is why
16 and 3. Damn.
I think they could pick up a win against OKC in a playoff setting. I just wanted to bring that up, but I wanted to
Yeah.
have you guess that at some point, so I didn't want to tell you that. But yeah, they're 16-3 in clutch games this season, so it kind of makes sense because it's Luca, I guess, and LeBron, so
Yeah.
you kind of trust those guys in the clutch.
You take Luka's scoring ability plus LeBron's like IQ and playmaking
Yeah.
in a clutch setting. That's yeah.
But so one thing about the Lakers though is their fan base is officially turning on Aiden. Like everybody is turning
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, we tried
he
to warn him. Like you can't say you didn't warn
like
him.
LSK Chris London, he tweeted out last night he was like Lakers or not Lakers, Blazers and Suns fans. I'm
Suns
seeing
fans.
what you were seeing now, and like I saw Hoodie Braun tweet something out like the same thing, and there was like a bunch of Lakers fans like just saying like Lake Suns fans, Blazers fans, we're so sorry, like, and it's like, damn, I a part of me feels bad for DeAndre Ayton because how does this happen again to you,
I
bro?
don't feel bad, bro. You gotta want it. He just doesn't want it.
I guess that's
Like,
fair, but
and I
damn,
saw something
I
saying
just
I
thought it
guess
was
he gave
crazy.
up like part of his money from the I forgot what it said, but like part of his money from the Blazers so that way he can get like bought out. And I'm
Mhm.
like, how do you do that and then still just show no effort now? Cause he's like, and I don't know why they gave him a player option. That was so stupid. He's
Because
obviously gonna pick that up. No
he's
team's
gonna
gonna pay
take
more than
it.
8 mil.
It's guaranteed money, so he's gonna take it. Yeah, why would he not take the guaranteed money?
They're so stupid. He at that point you're basically playing for like a contract when you get waived or bought out at least. So like the fact that you gave him like a player option is kind of wild, man. Just Rob Pelinka, he's just not good at his job, like at all.
Well, I mean, he did get Dorian Finney-Smith right.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did get that. Yes, that was good because that
That
man
and
is
the
straight
Luca
cheeks.
trade have personally saved him. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of like West standings, even though the Suns lost yesterday, so did like everybody around us.
Yeah,
Minnesota, Lakers, Houston, and Denver all lost, and we're within a couple games of them. So it's like nice. It didn't really matter. And
but we're just not taking advantage of it. It
yeah,
fucking
it's
sucks.
imagine if we did, bro. Damn, Spurs are on an 8 game win streak. Didn't know
Doesn't
that.
matter. They're good as fuck, bro.
I
They
think they
blew us
could.
out the fucking water.
They did. That's what I'm saying. I think they could. I think they could. I just want to. I'm gonna revisit that, but like, I think they could do
Yeah.
it.
What's today? What's no? Today's the 23rd. We got to come back to this video.
I definitely think it's possible, and I could see it happening this season because I could see a
Mhm.
random like Wemby could mess around and just go fucking berserk this playoff.
Dylan Harper's gonna hit like 6 threes in a playoff game, bro.
Because if we're being honest, I don't want to like put too much on Wemby, but like when you're talking about some of the best players of all time,
Hmm.
they start doing crazy shit while they're young. So Wemby needs to do some crazy shit while he's young.
Just do whatever, man. Like
Like
this is
have a
your
crazy
moment. Take
playoff
advantage of it.
series.
And I think with the kind of player and the mindset he has, he's not gonna want to allow himself to have a
A
like a
bad
shitty
playoff
player
series.
performance or like get embarrassed. Like I don't think he's one of those players that would ever accept that.
Like you look at LeBron, who like I think he missed the flip playoffs his first couple years, and
Hmm.
then like his first series, I think his first playoffs he was disgusting. He was
He
averaging
was
like 30.
fiending for that playoff experience, as he
So it's
should, man.
like that's why I'm ready. So I could see like Wemby just activates a different mode, and this is where it's like, oh, what Lee gotta watch out. Wemby's officially here. He just beat OKC because that's kind of what you do. Like I'm not gonna compare the 2020. This is it might sound crazy, but like 2022, Suns are 64-18. Luca in his fourth year takes them to 7 games and beats them by 30 on their home court. You know, like everybody, not everybody, but like people were projecting the Suns and Warriors were going to meet up in that conference finals, and Luka changed that in the second. So Wemby could do the same thing where like people are projecting OKC is going to match up, but
Right.
nah, Wemby just changes it. So sometimes it just happens with like a younger player who's a generational great is going to genuinely do something. What if he does?
It is kind of crazy that I think about how fast the Spurs front offense acted and like building a team around him. Because I remember when he came into the league, I think he said is like I'm not like trying to be in like this whole like rebuilding stage for a long time. And
That's
at first I was just
good.
like, well, you should get prepared for that because as right now you don't like you did. I was like, huh, you don't have anything good going on for you, and like I don't know if your front office is gonna like be as like urgent to make those moves, but he's in his third year. They already got him his scoring partner in De'Aaron Fox, two really good draft picks in Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, and good supporting cast around him, like
Hey, shout out to De'Aaron Fox, who's fit perfectly into the number two option. Like, I know him and Sabonis were like kind of teetering it with it in Sacramento, but like
right
he's like
here,
a
it's
perfect
just a
number two.
perfect dynamic duo. Like
Yes,
it's yes,
like he's good as a number two. He can score. He can feed off of Wemby. They work so much better than Sabonis. And
and he's a two-way player too. So like
yes,
that also
exactly.
plays into
So
effect.
I love their games working off each other. Very, very, very good. Been pretty fun, honestly. Do you
Yeah,
I really don't know, man. I was gonna say in the Eastern Conference, it's for me. When it comes to the playoffs, I'm watching every game regardless, right?
yeah,
And but when it comes to the Eastern playoffs, I don't know if I'm gonna be as locked in as the Western Conference for the first round
yeah.
because
I think. Well, I mean, well, yes, because like for example. I mean, it also depends on matchups. If
it's
the
mainly
Pistons
just
play Detroit, if the Pistons play, I was about to say if the Pistons play Detroit, if the Pistons play Charlotte, I'm tuning into that shit for sure. But if like the fucking Celtics play like the Heat, I'm not tuning into that shit, dog. I mean, we kind of have to because it's our job. But like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be, oh, Celtics say Heat, let me turn that on. No, I'll wait for this other game.
I was gonna say about that. I don't know if your Hornets are making it, bro. They had a bad stretch
They've
recently.
had a bad stretch. They're missing
The-
Miles Bridges and Diabate badly, but I think they're coming back now, right? I think Diabate's coming back.
I think
He's
so,
already
yeah.
yeah,
The,
yeah. And then Miles Bridges maybe has like one more game, or
I think the Hornets make the East playoffs a lot more exciting for me. At least the lower
100%.
half. For
Yeah,
the first few rounds at least. I'm locked in for like the top six teams, honestly.
yeah,
But the play-in teams, I really do not care about this season. Besides the Hornets, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Orlando pissed me off super bad this season, and they're still there. I want to talk about that. Yeah, I want. Okay, let's fit this in. Jamal Mosley. Do you think he's getting fired this year? This
absolutely,
offseason? So
absolutely. You take into effect the fact that they had a really bad start at the beginning of the year and just then they like figured it out a little bit. I think they went on a few game winning streak, but it just has been so like flip-flop since then. Just hasn't been any like consistency going on with them. So it's either they fire him or they're like, we'll keep him, but we need to just change the players that we have, which then leads to like trading Paolo
I
or
was gonna ask is do you if you move Jamal Mosley, if you get rid of him, is that your off-season move technically, and then you just hire a new coach and you stick with the same core?
I wouldn't be surprised if that is because like I don't think the players are really like buying into what he's
His
like trying to
schemes.
like his schemes and stuff. I don't think they just have a good relationship with him this year compared to like last year and the year prior when they were making like their way up. So it could be they're just like, you know what, we'll keep our core, just new coach. But then at that point, what coach is really out there to like that can fit.
I,
Like I'm seeing people be like Mike Malone, but like will Mike Malone like help this team be like a top team in the East?
that'd be hard.
Cause
Mike
like
Malone's
cause
a
like what
really
kind
good
of coach do they
coach.
need? Are you going for more an offensive coach or
You need
more defensive
offense.
minded?
You need schemes. You need if you can like get Jordan Ott, bro. No, I'm joking. Our offense isn't that good.
Hey, he might get
We're
fired.
like
We never fucking know. So
we're like the 18th offense in the league.
yeah.
But they need some. I'm I want to say they want I want a 3-point shooting coach like to scheme like if they played in
Oh,
the
they need to hire 3 point just shooting
players that's
coaches what
what
regardless.
I was gonna say is even if you hire this coach you don't
You
have the
don't
players
have
for it
the
you don't have the players I'm sorry.
yes.
Desmond Bane's your best shooter. Franz can hit some threes. Other than that, Anthony Black, cool. But like you're not looking at a lot of 3-point shooting on this team. It's just very, very hard to look at. So Orlando, I was very, very high on you this season. Very disappointing to see you guys still in the plan. Same
Very
with
disappointing.
Atlanta.
What's up with Atlanta?
No, I'm saying same with Atlanta. They're kind of
Oh yeah.
I know they had the whole Trey Young situation and like that obviously completely changed it, but it's crazy at the start of the year. We thought that this was the perfect team for Trey
Bro,
Young
they
and
were one
just
of my, like I said, they were one of my teams that I was really looking forward to see. I loved the offseason moves that the front office did. Just didn't work out. I kind of wonder how differently it would have been if
and
Trae Young didn't get hurt. Like, would it have been worse? Because there would have been like, okay, you can clearly see they play better without him, even though they're still losing without him.
Hmm.
or they play better without him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also just I feel like this team just isn't. They're not playing to win right now. They're probably tanking a little bit. Then
And
do they
it's
have their
crazy because
pick?
like because at the beginning they definitely were trying to play to win, but now they're just like, you know what, fuck it. Like it's just
Do they even have their pick, Atlanta? I wonder. I don't think they
I
traded
don't
for
know. They have the
26.
Pelicans pick, so that's all that matters.
They do have the Pelicans pick. They do have the
Yeah.
Pelicans pick. Speaking speaking of like picks and everything, yeah, obviously Adam Silver's been talking about
I will
picks.
say though, I will
That
say, let's not talk too much shit about him because we are gonna meet him next year in February. We are
that
gonna
is
meet him
true.
next year.
That's
So
true. No,
let's
I'm not
like,
talking shit, but I'm just kind of bringing up my boy's recent takes recently. No, but
yeah.
picks and like obviously and like tanking and everything has been like a big thing. I don't know if the Hawks are tanking because I don't even know if they have their pick, but like I want to ask you a question. How many teams do you think are tanking right now? Let's think.
Like five,
Okay. I'll list you a
maybe
team.
six.
I'll give you a team out this. I'll give you a team, and you tell me if they're tanking or not. All right. Detroit. No.
Two.
Indiana.
Yes.
Yes, they're
Good for
tanking.
them. They said fuck you, Adam Silver, for yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Chicago.
Yes. Good, as
Mil
they should.
Milwaukee.
That's like 50-50 because I still feel like I still feel like they're like, oh no, when Giannis comes back, like we'll sneak into the A spot or sneak into the 10 spot.
A part of them probably feels that because they're only like a game and a half back of the Hornets, so it's not that far out of the realm of
Yeah.
possibility. All right, so about five teams. You just gave, or four teams. Let's say four. You just
Utah.
gave me
You forgot
four.
Utah.
No, I'm saying you gave me four in the East. So let's
Yeah.
do the West. So, and you said five, so let's talk about now. Sacramento.
Yes.
Are they tanking or are they just fucking horrible? Look at their squad. You can't tell me this team is tanking.
I
I
think
they're also
I think at a certain point they did start
they
to
converted
like,
to it. Okay, I can
and
get
now it's
that.
just like I've never have you ever seen a team get three season-ending surgeries? Like three players get three season, bro, that shit is
No.
insane.
Yeah, it's very very unlucky and I guess it is kind of good timing for the players' careers that it was on a team where it's like not going to affect their contracts much.
Yeah.
So they'll still be fine because they're on the Sacramento Kings right now. So it's not like they're missing out on much games right now. But hopefully everybody
Yeah.
comes back cool next season on different teams. Sacramento blow this shit up for
Oh, you
good.
already know. You already know they're not. Zach LaVine is gonna be on that team next year for sure. Nobody's gonna take his contract.
Is New Orleans taking?
They can't.
No,
So
they're
like
exactly.
no,
They're not. They're
yeah.
not tanking because they
Which is
can't.
fucking insane. Like they literally cannot take.
They're just 16 and 42 for the heck of it. Utah,
Yes, they are.
Dallas.
They're yeah. Dallas. I feel like now probably yeah.
Yes. And then Memphis, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched the Memphis game since probably 2025.
I have not watched the Memphis game in a very long time. I couldn't even tell
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry to Memphis, bro, but I genuinely have not been locked in on Memphis.
Especially after Jaren Jackson left, I'm like I have nothing to watch now. So
Yeah, that's and the fact that John Morant didn't get traded was very, very disappointing.
yeah.
So that's about eight teams that are tanking, we'd say, which is a little bit under a third of the league. But at the same time, I don't remember the last time I watched these teams play. Like a full game. I
Yeah.
definitely turn on these games in their quarters and I watch spurts and I watch their highlights. But like nowadays when it's February, if I'm sitting down and locking in for a full game,
I've never been like, let me throw on an Indiana Pacers game.
you
Like
see that's the thing. I can't you see that's my exact point. Yeah. If I see and it's a close game, I'll definitely
I'll
turn
turn
on
it
and
on.
watch.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll turn on a blowout because there'll be like a random ass like young player that I'm trying like Johnny Furphy. I did want to watch him for a bit when he came back, bro. But I was so like when you text, so he was one guy that I was like
Damn.
a little annoyed about. So it's stuff like that that I will turn on these games for. But I hate the people talking about it's ruining the product, it's ruining this, it's ruining
My
that.
thing is like, how else are they supposed to get better? There's
Bro,
like you literally have to tank in order to get like if you want the chance of turning your franchise around by getting like a top draft pick, you have to tank. Like just being ass is not gonna cut it. I'm
listen,
sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to tank.
the past few years have been some not past 2 years, but like years before that, fun years as a Suns fan. But we had to go through a decade of Elio Kobo, Josh Jackson, and
Dragon
Marquise
Bender.
Chris, and yeah, Dragon Ball. Shout out to my boy Marquise Chris. Uh, that's my boy. But like you kind of have to, and the thing is, I embraced it back then. I remember going to games for $14 for.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a deal. Like my
Oh, bro,
mom.
I went to a game one time for $5. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck yeah, I'll
my,
do
my
this.
mom would buy me tickets all the time because of how cheap it was. So I know like Charles Barkley made this point of lower the ticket prices. Bro, they're already not charging shit. I remember you
Yes.
could get like a Costco package and like if you had a Costco card, you got like extra tickets when the Suns were so bad. Like it's just the way that
I just
it's
don't
the
get
way
it.
it
And
is.
like a guy like for example like Kenny, his team is the Bulls. He's like he'll be like the Bulls lost yesterday, which is good. Like good. Like they
Please
should be
tank.
losing.
He
Good.
wants the tank. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm just like
If this
because like the past few years like they've been trying to like make into the play-in and they're like, you know what? Let's just start tanking and we'll get a better chance of having a higher draft pick. It's just like but yeah, I don't understand. I don't where was this smoke last year when the Raptors were doing this shit?
One thing I've seen a lot of speculation is Adam Silver. Please don't send the black SUVs to my house. But
Send it.
uh, a lot of people have been saying a lot of the gambling companies are putting pressure on Adam Silver, so that could
Well,
be
what does
it.
that mean? Is that like they're because like they want like players to do better so they get more money?
Because a lot of people are making money just smashing Lowry marketing under, smashing
Oh, so they want people to make less money,
yes,
basically.
yeah, smashing who else? Pascal Siakam like under 24 points in the past few weeks because yeah, he hasn't been playing his full minutes. So stuff
Yeah.
like that. Or like you'll just do certain things like that and I guess betting companies are losing some money. And the only reason I saw this guy named Rusty Buckets on YouTube. I watched a couple of his videos. He does some good commentary stuff for basketball. Um he brought up Matt Ishbia's tweet and Matt Ishbia was talking about this, tanking is way worse of an issue.
We can't even take if we wanted to.
Bro, he was talking about tanking is a way worse issue than gambling. No, it's not.
No,
Tanking is
it's quite
not
literally not.
Ishbia, my guy. Get me some
And,
tickets to
and
the Suns
I
game,
hate it
bro.
because I guarantee you, if we owned our pick next year and we were a bad team, we would be tanking like crazy.
If Devin Booker wasn't in this team, I would want this current Suns team to tank.
Yes,
If Devin Booker was
I'd
traded,
be
I would
like,
want to tank.
oh my
I
God,
would not want to be good right now.
oh my God, we got blown out by 30. Oh
I'd be at
fuck.
every game. I'd be at every
Yeah.
game for $15. Like every game, get a hot dog for $2. Ishbia has done some good things, but tanking isn't an issue, man. It is not big of an issue, but Adam Silver think it is. He wants to implement all these
What
rules. You want to
what is
talk?
it? What does it take to get a commissioner out of the league? Because we all know what happened with. I don't even know what happened to David Stern. But what
Oh,
does it take?
you're not getting invited to All-Star
No,
Week.
no, no, no. I'm just saying though, because like I don't think Adam Silver is liked at all by us fans. Like I see far more criticism than support on him. So I'm just like,
What if we
what? So
put?
like,
What if
and
we?
especially now with the whole gambling stuff that came out, where like he's getting pressure from these companies. I was seeing like, so he's listening to these gambling companies.
What if we put all the commissioners in a tournament?
That'd be
No, but
good.
that'd probably be his solution. No, I don't know, because David Stern, I think he just stepped down, didn't he?
Maybe he was just getting old.
He was just
Yeah.
getting old. So I think, bro, Adam Silver's too young, bro. He's like 60. He's gonna do this for like another 10, 15 years.
Is he like 60? Oh, he could
I
be,
think
yeah.
he's pretty young. No way Adam Silver's in his 70s, right? Adam Silver age 63. Yeah, he's pretty young. So still like a younger guy when it comes to that kind of stuff, and he can still
Yeah.
probably run the league for another 15, 20 years. So
He does a better job at just
tournaments,
leaving shit alone versus trying to come to a solution.
yes. And it seems like he's coming to a solution for things that nobody wants fixed. What has everybody talking about for years? Fix
The
the
off.
watching and the price. I
Yeah.
want to go to a Suns game, make the tickets a little bit cheaper. Sometimes that's what the owners, so that's
I don't
not
want to have
always a
to
big
buy
deal.
all these damn
But
streaming services
exactly,
to watch a game play. Like, bro,
exact
like if you do NBA League Pass, you can't even watch your own team play. It gets blacked out.
make League Pass like the fucking NFL one. The NFL does
What
really
would be
good.
why would I buy League Pass if I can't even watch my own team play?
Shout out to Playback
At
when
that
they were
point, I have to resort to just stream illegally streaming it.
exactly. Shout out
Shout
to
out Matt Ishbia though,
Playback.
you fucking goat. You're a goat, bruh.
Shout out to play for the antenna making. Shout out to Playback because they were that streaming service that they like follow me on Twitter a while. Then they gave me a month of free league pass. I
Yeah.
use it obviously because I'm watching all 30 teams around the league.
Hmm.
But if you were just like if you were just a casual basketball fan but you wanted to watch a good amount, you would not you could probably watch it, but you can't watch nationally televised games, which
And that's
is
such a bad way to bring in more viewers because why? 'Cause if someone's like just getting into basketball, why would they buy all these streaming services? They would probably
exactly
start by like hoping it's on TV,
yes.
and make it a little more accessible for them. If not, they'll legally stream it. But yeah, and it's just for a league that I mean, I think the viewership kind of has gone down like the past few seasons. So like
I think
if you're trying to rope in more viewers, make it more accessible for them to watch.
I think personally, like their numbers probably has gone down, but the NBA on like social media is so big.
It doesn't affect
It's
them.
because it's so big globally too. Because
Yeah.
like it's got a huge fan base in China. Overseas, they've got a huge fan base for just like basketball in general. And like Mexico City has like a massive market for basketball. There's just like
Hmm.
these massive foreign markets for all over. So that's why it may look like basketball's been crazy in the past few years because it's everywhere. It's doing crazy. But when it comes to like actually watching the product itself, which is what us fans we want to watch the basketball games. We care about the 48 minutes on the court.
Yeah.
Obviously the extra stuff, the drama, it's fun to talk about, it's fun to experience.
I just want to watch a game.
Exactly. I want to watch I care about the 48 minutes in the court and like at the end of the day that's what I'm going to talk about and like what I will care the most about over anything.
Yeah.
So, why is that the hardest thing to watch nowadays? Like it's really really insane. It's but here you want to talk about his solutions for tanking for a little bit?
Let's
Just real
get to
quick.
it.
Real quick. Here's what Adam Silver wants to think, man. And I'll explain them as I go. Here are his options. And he might do one or multiple, apparently. And I think the league is going to vote on it. First round picks can be protected top four or top 14. Those are the only. So lottery or top four. That
They
one's,
can't
I
be protected,
guess,
only lottery.
yes. Lottery
Oh,
or top four. Those are the only two you can do. That one's not, I guess. I mean, it affects pick protections, but it's not going to make that much of a difference because,
yeah.
like, right now, there's not that many picks that are like that. I told you, we were talking about it that one time on PlayStation. It was just
Hmm.
like the Pacers pick that's like 1 through 5 or whatever. And what?
Can I bring up something? I was watching the Numbers on the Board podcast yesterday.
Mhm,
Do you? I think Pierre was one that said that he doesn't like the whole protection thing. 'Cause it's just like if you're making a trade, like for example, like the trade the Pacers just did to acquire a player like Zubac, as a piece, really the only piece that they needed for it
mhm,
to be back next season with Halliburton to come back. He was like, if you're making a trade like that, where like that's like that, like you really need that trade to happen, you should like there shouldn't be no protection. Like you should be like willing to take that risk. But I'm
mhm.
just kind of just like I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, if I could put a protection on it, I'm putting a protection on it. You know
See,
what I
that's the
mean?
thing. I think the Pacers may have been willing to do it without the protection,
Yeah.
but they
But the
did it
fact
with
that
it.
the
So,
Clippers didn't budge on it, it's like, yeah,
ex
we'll take it. Yeah.
so maybe the Pacers were willing to go that far, and maybe they are willing to go that
They
far.
offered
But
they offered two unprotected for Walker Kessler. So like they were willing to
exactly. So
yeah.
yeah, that kind of I get what he's saying. Where like if you're willing to make that trade, make the trade for good. Like you don't need the
Yeah.
protection. But I think getting rid of protections would be kind of crazy.
There'd be no trades.
Yeah, because teams would be like very, very scared, like
Yeah.
genuinely terrified. Well, I mean, a lot of teams do.
Like no team would then tra want to trade for Giannis
How
if you can't put
often?
any protections.
Yeah, let's be honest. How many unprotected first round picks are there like being traded
When's the
nowadays?
last time we've had like a big name player? Like when's the last time was I mean I guess for Luca there was like that was unprotected?
I think it may have been unprotected. There's still
Okay.
unprotected picks being traded every now and then, but it's not as big as it was before. It was like four first round, like your four first round picks were four first round picks
The ones
unprotected.
we gave it
Like
for Kevin Durant, those were all unprotected?
yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that was only a few years ago. So like there's genuinely like it's all to do with the second apron, all to do with team building and stuff like that. Which is
Yeah.
a point I wanted to bring up about the Spurs earlier. The reason the Spurs are so active on Wemby is because he's still in his fucking rookie contract.
Yes, so they
That's
can afford all
why.
this money.
So they're able to just they
And
can
when they pay Wemby next year, you still have Stephon Castle, you still have Dylan Harper who's going to be in his second year. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? They're still going to be on rookie scale contracts.
and they don't even
So
pay Wemby until I don't even think
he's eligible for a 5-year 252 this offseason.
I know he's eligible this offseason, but it doesn't kick in till next year, I think. So I
Yeah.
think even this year he's still making like 10 million or whatever. So they can still make construct a crazy team with him next year. I love
This really good work from the front office.
very very good. Another one Adam Silver brought up lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline. I guess, man. So you're telling me these games wouldn't matter to the so pretty much we would have already found out who had the first round pick.
Pretty much, yeah.
They would have told us. They probably would have done the lottery. How would you feel about that?
If a team goes like if a team wins like loses like 20 games in a row, like like that they just their chances just don't go up.
The chances don't go up, bro. I guess just it just doesn't matter. I get at that point, if you freeze the lottery odds at that point, then you're pretty much saying that the season doesn't matter past the
Yeah,
All-Star break.
exactly. So then
That's what you are
why would
as a like that's what you
viewership is
as an
going to go down
NBA
even more because
franchise are.
why would fans even tune in at that point if like you know what I mean?
But
If they know there's can be like no somewhat of a reward for that.
yeah, exactly. That's a good point for the bad teams. The bad teams are sometimes playing to lose. They're playing for some good basketball, but sometimes the score at the end doesn't matter for a young team. It's
Yeah,
just sometimes it's just nice to see the young team develop. Oh, like my young player Conkanipple hit 9 threes tonight, even though like yeah, we're winning games, but so I know not Conkanipple because the Hornets are like winning, but
Rob Dillingham, some random shit.
there you go.
Yeah,
Like just let the young guys ball, man. This one sounds. I hate this one. No longer allowing a pick to team to pick in the top four back-to-back years.
I feel like this has to go against the Spurs. They had two top four picks in the past 2 years.
Then you also but go back to 2017 and 2016, bro.
Jason Tatum and no
Bro,
Markelle Fultz and
it was
Ben
the
Simmons.
same four teams.
But they were trades though, right?
It was the same four team. It was the same four
Oh, the
teams either
same
way.
four setup.
Yes, cause 2016 Ben Simmons won Philly.
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown no Brandon Ingram two.
Uh,
Jalen Brown three, Dragon Bender four, Suns. Okay.
Move on instantly.
2017, Celtics had the first pick, but they traded to three. But the
Why would they
Celtics,
do that?
because they were always going to get Jason Tatum, they always wanted Jason Tatum in 2017. It-
But they had the first pick though.
they had the first, and Markelle Fultz was the like everybody knew Markelle was going number one in 2017,
But what's so
and
bad if they just drafted Tatum at the one? I guess would it be a bad look for
because they
Fultz?
traded back to three, and they also got a future pick from Philly, so they got
Oh, okay.
extra, and they got the guy they wanted.
Okay.
But yeah, that in 2017, Markelle Fultz, Philly number one, same year.
Lonzo
Lonzo
Ball.
Ball number two, Brandon Ingram's back year, Jason Tatum number three, Celtics Jalen Brown
That's
the
so
year
crazy.
before,
Man.
Josh
2 years ago.
Jackson at four the year, Dragon Bender the year before. Like, isn't that crazy? The same four teams. So you're telling me that wouldn't have happened in that year? It's just like it's very weird that they're trying to combat these kinds of things now when where were these issues being addressed back then?
Do you feel like Utah is like the reason for all this? Like just the way that because I'm like why is it this specifically this year? Because is it just more noticeable this year? But like how was it not noticeable last year when the Raptors were taking like fucking crazy? You know what I
I, I
mean? In the
I
past few seasons that Utah has been taking like crazy.
I have seen something that you look at the difference in markets.
Okay.
So the reason I brought up those like picks in 2016, 17,
Hmm.
they were fine with the tanking back then because it
Hmm.
was Los Angeles Lakers, it was the Boston Celtics, like two of the biggest, and then Philly, like it's Philadelphia, it's a big city. So
Yeah.
maybe that's when they were fine with the tanking. And I saw a Utah fan that had a pretty good thread about this. He was talking about how it is very interesting how the second Utah, a very small market, is making smart decisions, and Washington as well. I saw somebody, another Washington fan, kind of make this point as well that when Washington starts making smart decisions for their franchise, these smaller markets, that's when the NBA steps in and tries to say something. So I
Yeah.
can I can kind of see that point where,
Honestly, I can see it. So, because like I don't think Adam Silver would be happy if fucking AJ Debinsa goes number one to Utah next year. But hey,
nope.
if he goes to the Lakers, just for like if that was to happen, or even what's like a big market team? Like, do you think the Nets, because like they're just in New York?
Bro, yeah, maybe Brooklyn. Yeah, honestly, yeah. That
Yeah,
that could end up happening. Or I could see them trying to link up with Indiana just because they're gonna be
he made
good.
a rule against Indiana.
Oh yeah, the
He's making
conference finals one. You're right. That's another
he
one you have.
literally just made one that's strictly
That's the
off of
next one
Indiana,
actually. So teams can't pick top four the year after making the conference finals.
which
What do
is
we?
it's clearly just a shot towards like Indiana. But I'm just like, bro, like their star point guard tears his Achilles. They lose their center in the off season. They dealt with all the injuries they've had this year. At some point they just realized like okay, we just can't be competitive. This season's a waste. Let's just come back ready for next year. I don't think coming into the year they were like, yeah, we're gonna play Pascal Siakam 22 minutes a game.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
they probably thought that they probably there was probably like a sentiment in the locker room like, oh, maybe we can probably do a little something like make a little.
I thought they were gonna be at least like somewhat competitive. You
I
know what
thought
I
they were
mean?
making a plan. Yeah, I thought they were gonna make a
Yeah.
plan too. I thought they were gonna do something, but a little unfortunate for them. But it's just the way it is with the injuries and everything. And at some point, you just gotta embrace the tank.
Yeah.
Next one, lottery odds are allocated based on 2-year records. This one, pretty much, you figure out your pick after 2 seasons, and whatever your record after 2 seasons is.
Okay.
I don't,
So
I don't get it.
give me an example. Give me an example.
For example, the Pistons, even though so the Pistons last year, they won 44
Hmm.
games. They were like the 5 seed, right?
Yeah.
And this year they're going to win like 50 something games. So combine their win loss of those two, they
Hmm.
probably be like 90 and 60. That's just a random number. Don't do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
math in your head. 90 and 60. So the Pistons, because they've had two back-to-back good seasons, would be about 90 and 60. So they'd probably be like the 25th pick around there.
Oh, but if
Wow.
a team like the Bulls were
Hmm.
like 30 and like 80 or some shit
Yes.
like that,
Well,
or just
no,
some
probably
random
they'd probably
shit.
be more middle because they're usually around like 500. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The Suns would probably be like 500 right now because last year we were like 10 games under 500 and this season
Yeah.
we're 8 games over 500.
Yeah.
So we'd be about like 500. So it's 2-year records. I think it's a little weird because I don't know. I just think that why make that just seems a little bit more complicated for no fucking reason.
Well, he's just trying shit at this point, man. Like it's just
He's
like,
just
let's
throwing
just
shit
throw
at the
some shit
wall.
out. Fuck it. Yeah. I don't get it, bro. This whole tanking, this whole just
We
I
got
just don't
just
understand why it's just so apparent this year.
we
I
got
honestly
we
feel like the biggest thing is because the gambling companies are on his ass.
gotta Silver, bro. Come on, man. You gotta be better than this. Here's a
Yeah,
couple more,
man.
man. Just these two are like quick and easy. Lottery odds extended to all play-in teams.
Okay.
So that pretty much means so right now like the 14th or like it's the 14 teams that don't make the playoffs. So pretty
Okay.
much the 9 and 10, whoever loses the play those play-in games, you know how we have the plan, they're out. But they'd want to change it to add the 7 and 8 seeds to the lottery. So even you could still make the playoffs and get the first pick.
Hmm.
So that way you could combat, you could be like, okay, I don't have to tank because I could still be the 7 seed, like the Suns right now, and still have a chance at the first pick because I still get a ping pong ball.
Yeah.
So, you never know. So that one's kind of interesting to think about. It just increases the odds a little bit more. That one's not as bad because it just gives other teams a chance. But
Hmm.
also it'd be a little fucked if like, for example, if we're talking about, let's say the Suns, if the Suns got the first pick right now, they'd be a little fucked because like, I don't know if we deserve the first pick. I don't know if
Yeah.
I think I don't know, man. I just don't. I
I
don't
mean,
just
I don't
don't.
think it'd be fun. I mean, it is interesting, but then I'm just like, it can also work into a favor of like, let's say just a team like Minnesota, for example, like they have a good squad. What if like they dealt with injuries for the majority of the year, which dropped them down to like the 7th seed. They eventually lose or they make the playoffs, and now they have a chance to get the number 1 overall pick. With like a loaded roster they already have, now they get the chance to add like a high a big prospect. I'm
Hmm.
like, I guess I could see some teams just being like upset about that.
And also, at some point, you might have a team like try to tank a little bit to try to make sure they're in the plan, maybe because they
Exactly.
trust
Yeah, yeah.
themselves
So
to
like
win a
t
playing
tanking
game.
is never going to stop. Teams are just either just going to do it earlier or just figure out another way around it.
Exactly. Here's the very, very last one. You flatten the odds for everybody. Everybody in the lottery has the same chance at the number 1 pick. Doesn't matter if you're the 10 seed, the 1 seed, or the 15 seed, because not the 1 seed.
No,
I think that's
no,
insane. That is insane.
no. So the Kings are gonna have the same odds as the fucking Thunder? What?
No, 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 no. The lottery teams, brother.
Oh,
Sorry.
lottery. Oh, you see, all I heard was every team. I'm like, huh? Okay, the lottery teams. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so like 15 seed Kings would have the same chance as the 8 seed or the 9 seed Hornets, which might be kind of good. I don't know. It's interesting to think about these things, but when you look at it, like in the grand scheme of things, why? It's kind of like it's a little pointless and a little like, yeah,
What
which
that team who's at the bottom should have more of an advantage.
it's just the way it is, man. I think I don't know, man. The NFL has like they only have like 17 games, so it's like a little harder to tank.
Isn't it just the worst team gets the first overall pick?
Worst team, yeah, they already know. They don't have no lottery. It's just like the second the season ends, this team gets the first overall pick. They know. They're already plotting. They're thinking. So you can't do that in the NBA because then tanking might be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
If it was just straight up worst team, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So you do need a little bit of lottery odds there, but I think as a true NBA fan myself, I watch a lot of basketball. I'm watching more hours of basketball than like TV and movies. I think I don't think this is that big of a deal. I like basketball.
I like basketball, and
I'm not.
I feel like if a team, again, man, the only way your franchise can turn around and get a chance at a top prospect is if you tank. Just being ass is not gonna cut it. Like
Yeah.
you gotta go through those measures to be in a position like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
There's,
I feel like it's gonna happen though
I,
because it just of how like how bothered the league's office just seems by tanking.
I want to transition this conversation a little bit here. This into one of our guessing games. Probably just end off the podcast here with like some couple guessing games that I got here for you. But it kind of ties into what we're talking about. Because when it comes to tanking, you
Hmm.
got like what's the difference between tanking and a bad team? You know, the Pelicans are just fucking horrible. So we just know that. But they're coaches.
Yeah,
Sometimes when you hire a coach, do you think they hire them saying, "Hey, we want to lose games in these future
Will
seasons"?
Hardy.
Stuff like that, exactly. But we
Because
want
Will Hardy, in my opinion, is a
to.
coach who doesn't want to be tanking.
Will Hardy's a guy that you keep after the rebuild and you keep around. But here's something I want to ask you, and a little question here: are these coaches in the hot seat? I got a list of coaches here. I'm
Hmm.
gonna give you a coach. You tell me if you think this is their last season with the team. Not all of these are like this even makes sense. I just put some names here just for the thought of it.
Hmm.
So, you ready? So, we already talked about one earlier.
Jamal Mosley.
There you go. Exactly. You think he's pretty much like gonna be
I
fired?
think so. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
think it's a very very good chance. He was my coach of the year pick, bro. Absolutely abysmal. From the Orlando Magic, Doug Christie. Because I want to ask you, are the Kings tanking or are they just bad? Does he stick around?
It's well they're ass, but now it's like full tank mode.
So do you think they just keep him around for the rebuild, or is he?
I don't think he's a good enough. I mean, I guess because
Because a rebuild, do you need a good coach, or do you just need a good player development guy?
just a good
And
player
then
development
eventually you
guy.
need your after the rebuild
Yeah, yeah,
guy.
like once, but then again, what if like he randomly like for example, like Charles Lee, he could have been on the hot seat this season if the
Yes.
Hornets didn't have like the turnaround they had, if they didn't buy
Yes.
into the system he has. So right now his job is secured. Early in the year, he probably would have gotten fired. You know what I mean?
There was like a chance of that for sure.
So it's 50-50. I'm like 50-50 on Doug Christie.
Respect. Tyronn Lue. I mostly asked that because what direction are they heading in now? Are they heading into this younger direction, or are they banking
Yeah,
on?
I honestly feel like because I don't think Kawhi is gonna be there next year, and I think Tyronn Lue is he's a coach that like he shouldn't be like in a rebuild setting. He should be like in a team that's like already
He's
like
a
established and trying to be like a playoff contention. You know what I mean?
yeah, a
So
competitive team, yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Tomas Isalo. It's Grizzlies coach.
Oh, I was about to say that too. Honestly, if honestly, I say they keep him because I don't think John Moran's gonna be there, and that's like they clearly don't have a good relationship.
And
So
I think they're heading into this rebuild kind of
pretty
setting for
seriously,
sure.
if
So
they were like, oh yeah, we're still gonna keep John, just build around him, they probably have to get rid of him because no way they're gonna just come aligned with each other.
Which makes sense, yeah. No, I'd say
Yeah,
I think he's probably pretty secure in his spot with the Grizzlies rebuild. Here's another
yeah.
one, not even do with rebuilding or tanking. I've just heard a lot of discourse about his name, Chris Finch.
I was about to say, it honestly depends on how their postseason run is. Because right now he's had
Hmm.
some, just with some of the games that
That's
they've
true.
given up this year, with the fact they've just like given us some games like some below 500 teams or allowed them to just make it a close game. Um, Back-to-back losses in the which is like because they made the conference finals the last 2 seasons, but like they ended up losing in five in both. So it really just depends on their postseason run this year.
That makes sense.
So I'd have to wait to see on that.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Billy Donovan.
He's such a bad coach, but at the same time, it's like, honestly, yes, get someone else who's actually not going to be afraid to play the young guys.
Respect.
Yes,
Yeah.
just get him. Yes, because like I'm sorry, like I want to. In part of Kenny's rant video, he was talking about like, why are we playing Colin Sexton this many minutes when we know he's not going to be on the team
Yeah,
next
he will
year?
not.
But like you have a guy like a Jaden Ivey who's going to be a restricted free agent. You know what I mean? So like, why
You
not? Why
want to
is he
see
not
how he
getting thrown into the
plays.
mix? Why is Rob Dillingham not getting thrown into the mix more than him? So yeah, get someone new
Quinn
who's at least going to
Snyder.
treat the young guys better.
Quinn Snyder.
The Hawks coach. Um,
It's hard, huh? Because
yeah, because I don't really have much to say about him, but I mean, because my
dude,
thing is, I feel like
what's their
let's
direction next season? The Hawks. Are they competitive
because my
next
thing because
season?
I feel like they know they have like an established star in Jalen Johnson. I don't think they're gonna want to stay, especially if they get a Pelicans pick next year, which is a top pick. I feel like they're gonna want to be competitive. I just don't know if Quinn Snyder is that coach for them.
Matt,
So I'm gonna say yes. He's on the hot seat.
respect. Doc Rivers.
Get him the fuck out of there, bro. Yes, get him out of there. This man comes back and immediately takes his Usman Jang out the starting lineup. The fuck are we
Usman
doing
Jang
here,
was
bro?
cooking too. Yeah, actually
What are we doing here?
disgusting.
And you still got AJ Green at the three dog. I'm so over it.
Brian Keefe,
Bro, who's that?
Wizards coach.
Um,
It's mainly just a question you think of their. Well, they're gonna probably try to be semi-competitive next season. So he was their rebuild. He got promoted in 2024 from an interim coach.
yeah.
So it's been like about 2 seasons as of
Do
like
you
they're
think they
tanking,
make a
rebuilding.
like just I'm just throwing it out. Do you think they then because like obviously they're gonna try to be competitive next year. Do you think they fire him and then go for like a little more established coach like just a
That's what
Mike Malone or a Taylor Jenkins?
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. If they were gonna try to be more competitive and try to just continue, they could do that. But I've seen some Wizards fans saying that he's like a consistent guy, so maybe they stick with him. I don't know. Maybe we
Give it a
give him
year
a
at least.
yeah, give him a year on their competitive setting and see if he actually is able to do it. But if they don't trust him, might as well. Here's the
Yeah.
last one. I don't think this is. I don't know. I don't know if that's that possible. I kind of just threw his name in there. Kenny Atkinson. It's a little hard, yeah.
After that James Harden trade, it's like 50-50 now. Beforehand, I was like, he's on the hot seat because their team was just nothing compared to what they were last year. Um, I'm gonna say
I
no.
I think also just depends on their playoff run as well,
I'm
depending
gonna
on what
say no for
happens.
now.
Like if
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
watching that playoff run and we're like, Kenny, why aren't you making these adjustments, these
Yeah, if it
moves?
comes down to like his schemes are the reason why they're losing games versus the players just not doing the right thing or just not hitting their shots,
Hmm.
then yeah.
Yeah, and like
But
rotations stuff like that. It could
I'm
switch.
in the same position as Chris Finch where I'm like, I gotta wait to see how their postseason run is.
Yeah. Other names I'll throw out there is like I'll throw JJ Redick out there. I don't have him written down, but just for the
Sure.
conversation.
Um,
I feel like I think he's a good coach. I just
I think
think
he's a good coach. I also think he has a good relationship with Luca and Austin Reeves. It's just
you think him and LeBron have a good relationship?
no, I think they do. It's just give them just a more competent roster. I
Yeah.
just the roster they have right now, I just don't like it. So next year, if they were to like they're focused on like building around Luca and Reeves, and they give him what he actually needs, So I yeah, I'll say no. I
It's
think he's good.
speaking of LeBron and the Lakers, did you see LeBron say like oh, I'm cool with Jaylen Brown, except for that shit he said about
That shit
dude,
was
how did I rewatched that clip did we ever get confirmation that's what he even said?
Oh, bro, you can read his lips.
I know I read his lips for sure.
And then Jaylen Brown, he eventually. I remember this. Oh, that day with Twitter was
Did
awesome.
he admit it?
He basically apologized for it. Not like said
I didn't
sorry.
know
He didn't say
that.
sorry, but he gave some more clarification on what he actually
Oh,
meant.
what
I
he
remember
was.
people being like, "Damn, Braun sent them SUVs." He said
I don't
so.
remember that. Damn,
Yeah,
that's
like
funny.
you can literally see him go, "I don't think Bronny's a pro," and then the girl next to him was like, "I think he's gonna be in the G League for sure."
Damn, that's
Yeah.
funny. See, because I watch it and like I think that's what he said, but like for LeBron to be like, "Oh, that shit that he said about," so that means that it was confirmed
Honestly,
that
if
he
if
said it. I
Jaylen Brown
just never knew it
didn't
was
give any
confirmed.
clarification, if he didn't give any like clarification after like when it first broke on the internet, maybe it would have been just all speculation. But like the
And
fact he
LeBron
did
probably
that,
doesn't
it's
even
like
bring it up.
confirmed. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
honestly
yeah.
such a crazy.
That
I
shit was
just thought it
crazy
was
though.
so funny because I was just in my head. I'm like, dude, how does he know that this is for sure? He had to confirm it somewhere. So I
Yeah,
guess that makes sense. But I just thought that was genuinely insane, bro.
yeah.
That's pretty much it for like coaches in the hot seat. I don't think anybody else will. I mean, Jordan, not you think he's gone? I don't think.
Nah,
I
I'd
think
probably say not.
everybody else is safe. Like I didn't put the Pacers like Carlisle's not getting canned anytime
Nah, nah,
soon.
nah.
Like that. It's obviously like a bridge here. It makes sense. I didn't put the Brooklyn coach because it's not like they're contending anytime soon, so they're just going to be
Yeah.
continuing to rebuild. They probably stick with the same coach for now. I was looking at
Ime?
teams. Ime, I wanted to put there, but I know he has a really good relationship with KD personally.
Hmm.
So, and it doesn't seem like KD was ever saying anything wrong. Actually, no, he did say in those messages he did say coach was drawing shit up for Alpi instead of him. So maybe he does have
Hmm.
some issues with Ime. He also had issues with Steven Adams. Did you read that?
Which is so weird.
I hope it was within the
Oh,
offense.
I know, coach. But go ahead, see what you're saying now.
I was just saying, I hope it's because I hope he was talking about like Steven Adams offensively, like the
Yeah,
basketball player,
just
and
not
not
like as
like
a
Steven
player,
Adams
not like a person. Yeah.
like the guy, because he always seems like a chill guy.
Yeah.
But
Nick Nurse.
I was gonna put him. I was debating putting him.
I
Yeah,
think he's
I
on the
just
hot
didn't.
seat.
You think
I
so?
think so.
I respect that. I probably should have put him. I did. I just didn't put him because the Sixers have been a. They were a pro. I thought they were going to be bad, so they've had a surprising season in my eyes. So I think
Hmm.
that's the only reason I didn't put him. But I could definitely see him getting fired. I saw a lot of fans have been mad at him recently, and just
Yeah.
they always question his decisions. He's always got bad late game decisions, apparently, or clutch decisions, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh, let's play like one more guessing game, man. Let's play like one more guess or two more. 3-point shooting, man. It's all we do in the league, right? It's like the big thing. I saw Paul Pierce say this dumbass shit where he said that
The
3-point.
LED light,
Oh my God, bro.
which is like in hindsight, like I mean, when I saw it, I wasn't like appalled by it. Like
I
that's
wa
definitely not one of like the worst things he
I
said.
wasn't appalled either, but it was just another. But after like 10 seconds of thinking about it, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. We don't need this. Like we don't need this. Like, the game is per you to. It's perfectly fine. You got to be
Yeah.
able to enjoy it the way it is. Can you tell me the top 10 teams for 3-point shooting and the top 10 players for 3-point shooting? Let's do teams first, or you want to do players first? Your call. What do you think you're more confident in?
I'll do teams.
Teams first. Okay, top 10 teams, and we're doing a 3-point. Yeah, 3-point makes
3-point makes. Okay. Boston.
number one. Oh,
Uh,
it's 3-point volume in percentage. So it's like they could have a higher percentage, but because they've made more, it's a little bit different. It doesn't matter. You're
yeah.
fine.
Philly.
Philly is not in the top 10. Boston was one. I don't know if I said that. Sorry.
Yeah. Warriors.
Warriors are at three. Yes.
Thunder.
Thunder are not in the top 10, which is pretty crazy from a team that
Yeah.
the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you look at the bottom half of this top 10 is like pretty bad teams. The bottom three of this top 10.
Dallas.
Dallas is not up there, unfortunately.
Um. Brooklyn. Right.
Brooklyn is not up there.
Really.
Yeah.
Washington.
Washington is at number nine, yes.
Okay.
46% from threes and three.
Cleveland.
Cleveland is not up here.
Um.
The misses. Okay. For the top five, all playoff teams, all contenders as well. Or not all contenders, all playoff teams. I'll say
San
one is a
Antonio.
no. One is a play-in team, but they're like the eight seed, so you know what I mean.
Oh. The Blazers.
Nope. That's
Suns.
nope.
Uh.
Oh wait, you already guessed the Warriors. Ignore me. Sorry, I was giving you the
I was
hint
like,
of the
huh? Yeah,
Warriors.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Charlotte.
Nope, they're not on the top 10. Damn, you suck.
Damn, bro. Yeah.
Oh, Sixers are in the top 10. Sorry.
I was like, what? They got to be there.
My
Yeah.
bad, my bad. I just completely ignored
I
that.
got to hit on
But
one.
you're missing number 10, number 8, number 6,
Lakers,
5, number there you go. Yeah, number
Minnesota,
5 right there.
Minnesota,
No, Minnesota's not in the top 10.
Denver,
Okay, no. Let me give you some hints for number 2. All right, number 2, they had a bad stretch earlier in the
Clippers.
year. No. Like December, January had a pretty bad stretch. They're starting to turn it around now. Their second option has been frustrated with the offense recently.
Oh, Knicks. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Um, number 4 team is the best team in the league.
Detroit.
There you go. There. So
Uh,
once, yeah, there you go.
okay.
Number 6 is the worst fucking team to ever exist.
Sacramento King.
There you go.
Your hatred for the Kings is so hilarious.
I might end up buying a Kings jersey some point. It's gonna be a Halliburton jersey, but still.
Nah,
No,
Dylan Cardwell.
okay, bro. Number 8 is a team that we thought would be a lot better, but kind of disappointing
Uh,
season.
oh, the Magic.
Nope, close. Kind of in that same realm.
Hawks.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
And number 10 is a they're a team in the East. They're the play-in is like their favorite place to be.
Milwaukee.
No, the play-in is like their favorite place to be.
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah, there you go. That is the top 10 three-point shooting team. It's weird to see how top 5 Celtics, Knicks, Warriors, Pistons, Lakers, good teams. Good
Yeah,
teams.
yeah, yeah.
Kings, Sixers, Hawks, Wizards, Bulls, the next 5? Like what the fuck?
So random.
Like that those are some pretty bad teams in there. Like the Wizards are horrible. The Kings are one of the worst teams ever.
Yeah. And
It's
this is
just
like 3-point like makes or volume or what is this?
it's like their percentage relative to their volume. So
Uh,
they might have lower percentage than another team, but because they've made a lot more, it makes sense. So it's volume. Yeah, I think it's like because
okay.
it's this basketball reference. So
Okay.
pretty good. All right, now players is a lot easier. Players you should be cooking. You got
Um,
this. I think number one. You know who number one is, right?
Donovan Mitchell
No, wow. You know who number. He's number 2. Number
and
1 in the entire league. No, Anthony Edwards is not in the top 10. He was number 11.
Steph.
No, Stephen Curry is a number 5, even with all the injuries. Number 1 in the entire league, bro. Come on.
Um, I'm throwing some random shit. Luke Kennard.
Luka, no, hell no. What the fuck?
I'm just throwing some random shit.
That's not it. No, I want to give you a hint, but you should get him. You should get him
Tyrese
easily.
Maxey.
He's a number 3.
Okay.
Oh, you're cooking. There's a Suns player on here.
Colin Gillespie.
There you go. That's perfect. He's number
Grayson
7.
Allen.
Grayson Allen's not on there. No, that was the only Suns player.
Um,
Number 4, you're missing a. He's a player. He's which traded a couple years ago from his best friends.
which faded?
He was traded a couple years ago from his best friends.
Oh, Dante DiVincenzo.
There you go.
Okay.
Number 6 was traded recently. He was one of your favorite pickups for this team, but this team hasn't been that competitive, so not that big of a deal. He's kind of
Oh,
like a guard for. He's definitely a
Nikhil.
guard. There you go. Yes. Okay, bro. Bro's cooking.
Yeah.
Number 10, first time All-Star this year.
Uh,
3-point shooter, first
uh,
time All-Star. He's made 167 threes this year. He's a point
why
guard.
am I blanking on first time All-Stars? So random. Denny.
No, point guard, first time All-Star. Come on, you got this.
Oh, Jamal Murray. Okay.
There you
Okay.
go, Jamal Murray. There you go.
Am I still missing number one?
You're still missing number 1. You're missing number 1 and number 8 on the same team.
Luca?
Nope. I think it's because of injuries or like games played that they probably don't count him. Yeah, number 1 and number 8 on the same team. Number 9 is on a horrible fucking team. Not the Kings.
Number one and whatever on the same team.
Number 1, number 8, same team.
I need to look at some of these teams because like it's just
Nah,
like
you
just
gotta look it up. You gotta look it
no
up. You
no no
gotta
no.
look it up.
I just gotta look at these teams'
No.
names.
Put your phone down. Put your phone. Let me get you number 8. No, number 9 was in a lot of trade talks this season, but the team wanted at least 2 first round picks. Never got moved.
Oh
Wing, good defender too, on a bad team.
Herb Jones, Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Number 9. All right, number 8 and number 1. I can give you a hint, but you're gonna get it instantly. Come on, think. Who is the best 3-point shooter in the league? The number 1. Come on.
I thought it was
Come
okay.
on. You're gonna be
Was
so
this guy in the
mad.
3-point contest?
Yes. You're gonna be so mad at yourself, bro.
Um,
Genuinely so pissed, bro. Mostly because
he,
it's your favorite team, your second favorite team.
my second favorite team.
It's your favorite team as a recent, bro.
Oh, Khan and
Con
LaMelo.
Knipple is and LaMelo
Oh,
Ball. There you go.
okay.
Come on, man. Where were
So Khan was
you?
number one.
Con is number one. Yes, number one
Okay,
three-point shooter in the league as a rookie. Isn't that pretty crazy?
that is crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'll eventually get better at these games.
It was,
Yeah,
it was. I think you were just blanking on the Hornets.
yeah. I was very blanking on the Hornets. Yes.
That was fun. I knew you were gonna get. I was like, bro, this is your team. Like, these are your guys. Like Lamelo and
Yeah.
Con. Like, literally your two guys.
Good
I
game from
can't.
LaMelo last game too. He had like
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
really good game.
shout out for both of them being the top 10 for the amount of threes they shoot. That's insane. Good efficiency from those two.
Yeah.
Luca has been having some. He leads the league in 3-point makes per game,
Is
but
there a step? Is there a stat for step back threes?
there probably is. I could probably find that
He's number
somewhere.
one.
Dude, that's the thing he takes the most. He takes like 11 a game. It feels like it's disgusting. But that's pretty much it for like the bulk. You have a dunker spot this week, bro?
I do, man. I'm a happy guess this time. I think
Okay,
last
talk
time I
to
didn't
me.
do it.
Okay, okay,
All
okay.
right. Okay.
Okay, and
This
can I just
guy.
guess for straight up with no
Go
hints?
ahead.
I'm gonna pull. It's going to be Donovan Clingan.
No.
Fuck. Okay, give me a
No.
hint.
Okay. He was not an All-Star this year.
Mm-hmm.
Been a former All-Star.
Been a former
All right.
All-Star. Al
Um.
Horford.
No. No.
Fuck.
No. No. He he didn't have like the best like start of the year, but he's kind of like turning around.
Okay. Definitely not fucking Paolo. Uh, that's not a center either. It's a center, right? Yeah, it's over
Yeah,
here.
he's a center. Yeah, he's a center too. Yes.
Okay. Didn't have a good start to the year, but he's turning it around. It's not Embiid, right? No, because you've done
N
Embiid so many times. No way. It's
no. I
Embiid's
will
weakness.
say the team
Oh, he
he's on
wasn't.
right now, he got traded from an Eastern Conference team.
But he's on a Western Conference team now.
No, he's on an East team as well. So he was
Oh,
on.
so he was traded from an East team. Was he traded this year? Ah, shit. This is hard. You do put up a little fight here.
He's been on this team for a few years now.
Oh, okay, he's been on this team for a few years now. It's not Vooch. Definitely not Vooch. Even though, yeah, because he just got traded this season. What am I
No,
saying?
no, no.
In the Eastern Conference, that narrows it
Now,
down.
now this is y'all turns to see how bad he is at guessing games.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
genuinely. This is my turn to do bad. This sucks. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the teams in the East that didn't have an all-star center this year, but like can be an all-star player before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, is it Bam? Because Bam didn't
No,
make the all-star team this year,
no.
no. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't Bam.
Okay, I want to give you a hint, but it's gonna give it away,
Musa
kind of.
Diabate.
No.
That's my guy, bro. It's definitely not gonna be Anthony Davis. He's out for the season. I'm just thinking out loud, so don't
Just throw,
think.
yeah, throw, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
don't think about anything that I say. I'm just trying. You are. I get why you missed the Hornets because when you're thinking about it, it's just like fuck. I don't know which player to
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
of. It's not Nicholas Claxton because he has not been traded. Oh, who's a big man that was traded recently? Chris Boucher? No. He was traded
No, no, no,
this offseason. It's not Jakob Poeltl. He
no.
hasn't. Is he even back from injury?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
And he hasn't been an all-star because I forgot he's been an all-star in the past. If he's been an all-star in the past, how have I not gotten this shit? Yeah, this shit's hard.
Do you want me to give
Give,
you a guess? It might give it away.
don't give me the hint that might give it away though.
It's no, well, not really. Actually, no. It's kind of like somewhat vague, but like not really.
Okay, fine, go ahead.
Kevin Love is a former teammate of his.
That is super vague, but
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Nah, I was gonna say DeAndre Jordan because he had a good game, but
Nah, 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 nah.
you saw DeAndre Jordan's good game against Jokic, right? That man
Yeah.
Jokic just letting everybody go fucking berserk against him. Fuck, dude, this is so difficult. I don't
And
know.
he was a teammate of this guy the year this guy made the All-Star team.
Kevin Love was a teammate of this guy the year he made the All-Star team. He, I'm thinking of like All-Star. Yeah, dude, this is hard. But the thing is, it's not hard. I know the second you say the player, I'm gonna be like, I'm a fucking idiot. I just can't think. But when you're guessing it live, it's like, fuck. That's why it's just super confusing. Ah, it's not on the Drummond. Drummond, it's Drummond. He would come on.
No,
No,
no.
they. Oh, I was thinking because Kevin Love and Drummond were teammates in 2022.
Remember, this guy was traded from Eastern Conference team a few years ago.
I was thinking, bro. He's been on like he's been
Yeah,
drum.
he's been
Oh
on a
yeah,
few teams. Yeah,
yeah. Fuck, bro. I might have to give up.
you give
Nah,
up?
nah. Just give me more hints, bro.
Um, um, he's been putting up some. Okay, because like I have the hint, but like it's just gonna immediately give it away.
But like, you can't think of like anything else. I usually just like,
A certain a certain player changed this dude's life.
oh,
Resurged.
Jarrett Allen.
Yes,
I guess that makes. Oh, okay. I guess what you're talking about now.
yes,
Now I get what you're saying. I'm not even thinking of him being traded in the past few years because to me that motherfucker was traded in 2021.
he was 2021. I don't know why. I thought
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean that is past few years, but in
Yeah,
my head I'm not thinking like you're right to say that, but in my head I'm not thinking that because that was 5 years ago to me. So that's
yeah.
why I didn't even think about Jared. Damn, he's been on the Cavs for a minute now. I forgot that motherfucker was on the was even yeah. Jesus, it's
He's
been a
been playing
while.
for a while, man.
It's been a while. Yeah, see that I didn't even think about him on the Nets because I forgot that's where he was drafted. That's a really good one. He has been
James Harden
getting
changed that dude's life, bro. He has been.
completely life changing, bro. Kevin Love wasn't on the team that year. That's why I was
Remember,
so
there's a clip saying you're a fucking all-star. You're a
so
fucking all-star.
when I said Drummond, you were like you're close. Same team, same because Drummond was on that team too in 2022.
Yeah.
I was hey shout out to Andre Drummond. That's my dunker spot of the week. He's the GOAT. No, but Jarrett Allen, he hopefully can actually continue to do this in the playoffs. If he's playing like this in the playoffs, Isaiah Stewart, you are fucked.
Yeah.
That
Isaiah
defense ain't gonna
Stewart,
do shit.
Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley are
Yeah,
gonna cause some problems for them boys.
Isaiah Stewart is gonna get cooked tonight, bro. Not
Yeah.
tonight, but I was just saying tonight because we have three matchups tonight, man. Three matchups, and really only one of them matters.
Yes. Literally only one.
So at 6 p.m., I'm not gonna. Why do they start the best game early?
Yeah.
Why is the best game at 5 p.m.? That's kind of annoying. Anyways, best game is at 5 p.m. It's Spurs versus Pistons. I'm excited for that. That is a matchup.
This is a game where you really got you have Jalen Duren back. I'm gonna go with the Pistons.
Pistons are favored by 1.5, so I like that. That's actually pretty good. I think the you think they're gonna break the win streak for the Spurs? I respect it. Eight game win streak is gone.
I'm predicting a Cade like 30 and like 10 game.
Then you have the Kings and the Grizzlies. Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
I'll go with the what team has better younger players? Cedric Howard's not even playing. I'm gonna go with the Kings.
yeah. Let's go, bro. Westbrook go crazy, and then Jazz Rockets. I'll probably
Yeah.
watch it because it's like the last game of the night. But
I'll go with the Rockets.
yeah,
They
nah,
should.
give me the
It should
Jazz.
be a blowout. It should be a blowout for
Give
them.
me the Jazz, bro. The Jazz win this for us. It's gonna be looking nice for the Suns, bro. We're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for the podcast, though. We're pretty much done for the week, man. We are officially ending the podcast. No, I'm joking. This is the end of this podcast, though.
Hold on.
We're
I have a question though for the viewers. I have a question. It's a question I've asked you before though.
uh-huh.
So guys, we're Suns fans, right? Is it crazy for me to say the Suns should trade Royce O'Neal for Zachary Ricochet? Like when I told
Okay, that's the end of the podcast, y'all. I appreciate you guys for watching. It's not like Zachary Shay's bad, but what are
just
we doing,
I
bro?
just wish y'all could see his reaction when I first told him that shit. He was dying. He don't ever say some stupid shit like that again.
He's averaging 11 points per game, man. Don't hate on him
He's
too
also
much.
6'10", 6'10" power forward. We need that.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, man. I think I'm good off of that for now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Royce. It's not that crazy. Maybe it's just Royce. It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
But well, we're signing off for this week, man. We'll be back in March. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys. Peace out.